up, beautiful people? It is your homegirl, Miss Shameless, all up in your building. We are back with another Shameless Sunday. It's Sunday, and FYI, guys, I've been sick for the past 5 days. I keep getting sick. I don't know what's going on, but she's back for Sunday. And this video is all about faith and belief. In response to your comments in this video, this is also my voice recorder, but it is my phone, and I have a screenshot of the comment. Now, Anisha Toppin left a comment on this video. It's very long, but it's the last part of it says, I would like to know how your videos on Sunday would connect to the audience who are not Christians and don't believe in Jesus. I thought that was an awesome question, a very legitimate question, because I don't have like pure Christians following me. I have a lot of Muslims following me, which I think is so cool. And then I had another question on Snapchat about how do you keep your faith when there's so much pain, suffering, and disappointment in the world and in life. And the two words that popped up was this whole, how do you keep the faith, and what do you do when you don't believe? So this faith and belief. And I was like, those two spoke to me, but I was like really fascinated with the words and what they mean, because I don't even know really the difference between the two words. So I was like, Google, rabbit hole. But the short version of it is an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. And with faith, it is complete trust or confidence in something or someone. How does this help people that don't believe in Jesus? And you don't have to believe in Jesus. You don't have to be a Christian to listen to what I have to say. And actually, my pastor at my church, Erwin McManus, says you don't have to believe to belong. And that really resonated with me. Because here's how I look at it. You can say you don't believe, and you live like an awesome life. You're constantly helping others. You practice love by serving. You're constantly giving. You're just an awesome person. You want to be the best you can be. You're learning, you're growing, but you don't believe in God. And then there's the other person who says they believe in God, but they could be murderers, pedophiles, rapists, all of these things. And it's just like, regardless of what you believe, your actions speak volumes. So I would much rather roll with the person that says they don't believe. However, they're practicing this awesome life and helping people and helping themselves. And to be honest, I don't think God is that petty. And God isn't what we think he is. Like, God is beyond language, beyond words, definitions. God is this energy, this force field, this love. So regardless of what you want to label it, so long as your actions are there, because God could read into your heart and your soul and isn't going to, I don't think, punish you for being an awesome person. I think, but what do I know? That's just what I think. I don't think God is this, vengeful person that, some people have made him out to be. So to backtrack, if you don't believe, that's cool. What I do want these videos to do is just inspire you, whether you believe or not, to be awesome, to be shameless, to be the best person you can be. So keep watching. And for those that do believe, that do have faith, but they have doubts, I can tell you right now, girl or guy, I have doubts. I am a very faithful person, but I have doubts, and every day I have to work on it. A big thing I used to do when I was in New York, I had a hard time in New York, okay? But I would write positive words down on a piece of paper, and I would put it in a plastic case, like one of those name badge type things, and I would repeat these affirmations all the time when I was on the train. I can, I am, I do, I make, I love. I can, I am, I do, I make, I love. Or I have more than enough energy and time to do and live my dreams. I have more than enough. And I would repeat them time and time again, because I have negative voices. And in order to get rid of those voices, or at least calm them down, I have to fight them with positive words. I don't know if it's fight is a good word. But I have to balance that out with way more positivity, because it's way too easy for me to go into my dark, lonely, negative place than it is to be positive. When, life is good, it's easy to be faithful. It's easy to be positive. But when life throws you some curveballs that you did not see coming, it takes work. And it is worth it. And it makes all the difference. I'm such a creature of habit. I have to work hard at developing and keeping these habits. Like every day I read the Bible and I pray and I do my affirmations. I do what works for me, because I know that if I want to get to this point of my life, I need to put in the work. And for me, half of the work, is it half? I don't know. Half or 80% of the work is what's in here. Like what's really cool, for example, the Olympics, watching those athletes, just the amount of conditioning and training they have to endure to get to that level of success, that level of fierceness, but it takes so much training and discipline. And I don't know if they believe in God or not, but they believe in themselves. And they've said, I'm going to achieve this goal, and I'm going to put in the work to get to that goal. And that to me is the practice of faith. So for those of you that have your doubts, that have faith or don't have faith, it's so important to put in the work. And half of that is being positive. And to be positive, you got to say those affirmations. For those of you that are like more spiritual, then it's about praying. But it's really about having a conversation with yourself and God. And you have to coach. You have to push through it. Even if you want to quit and want to give up, push through it. If you need to catch your breath. Cry, boo-hoo, yell, curse out God. But get back up and keep on fighting. I'm telling you, life is not easy. And not only is life not easy, achieving those goals that are so far beyond your imagination is damn well near impossible if you don't put in the work. What I would encourage you is to be a good person. And actually, some homework assignment is self-discovery. Who are you? When I started delving more into who am I, what do I like, what do I dislike, why did I believe that lie? And that's the other thing too, believing in lies, believing that negative voice, whether it was fed to yourself, by you or someone else, that you're not worthy of this, you don't deserve this, you can't achieve that. That's a lie. Replace it with something positive, Lie to yourself if you have to. Fake it till you make it. It may feel so foreign, like, I believe I'm an amazing athlete. Oh, actually, I was listening to a podcast by Tony Robbins, and it was so amazing because he had this triathlete, an athlete who did a triathlete. Her name is Suri. I'll put it in the description box. But her story was so amazing because she started from being the worst ever at doing triathlons to ranking number 1, going on to the Olympics. She was a joke, but the amount of work and discipline and faith that she had in herself and whatever power she believed in or not, she believed in herself. And to be quite frank with you, you don't have to believe in anything, in anyone, but if you want to achieve certain goals, if you want to go beyond where you're currently at to this foreign place that you've never even seen or been, you have to believe. You have to tell yourself, I can, I am, I do, I make, I love. You have to tell yourself these things, because at the end of the day, this is you. This is your discovery. This is your race. We're all so caught up in ourselves. We can't rely on everyone to help us, to be our crutch. The minute we can put in the work for ourselves, people will start to show up. But you gotta do you, boo. So yeah, you don't have to believe to be on this channel. But say you are like wondering, I have questions about Jesus. I think he's cool. I want to find out more. Read a book. I'm currently reading this book, The Artisan Soul. And reading is an action. It's learning. This is by my pastor, Erwin McManus. It's so good. But if you want to discover more about Jesus, read the Bible. There are so many versions out there. Maybe Google and find out which one works for you. Read the New Testament and start with Mark. And just read it. And you don't have to have any judgments. You don't have to hate this thing. It's just like reading any other book. Just read it with an open mind. And this is solely from the world and perspective of discovery and learning more about the world. And, you know, if this guy is so popular 2,000 years later, why not read more about him? Or Buddha, or whoever. There's a reason why people are still talking about them. And I encourage you to study all the people that are the greats. I like studying them. I love studying Albert Einstein, Shakespeare, a lot of old dudes. But yeah, I hope that answers some of your questions. Please feel free to comment in the comments below topics for other videos. I'm so open to ideas, and I love this dialogue that we have. So keep talking, keep sharing. If you want to communicate with me more frequently, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, boo, 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 description box. And remember to do you, boo. Be shameless. Team Shameless. Say hey. Because I struggled with religion for so long, and I just can't do it all at once. You can do a lot, but you can only do one thing at a time.